Welcome back to RABID Noise on RABID Radio. Joining me on the program now is Christos from the mighty Septicflesh. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Well, the tour was announced a while ago, and I know a lot of people, including myself, who are really damn excited to see both you guys and Flesh God Apocalypse tour down here in Australia. Who came up with the idea to have both you guys team up for the tour?
You know, Septicflesh and Flesh God Apocalypse, at the moment, they are very active in the metal symphonic idiom. And also we are under the same management. You know, you can understand that a lot of ideas came on the table, and the connection between us started with our tour on May of 2013, that we did a European tour together, and we said why not to do another tour in Australia, and we will continue after Australia also with another tour in USA in the summer and Canada. As you can understand, we have very good relations between each other. We are very good guys. We are in the same field, and it is always fun to be with them. You know, they are very good guys, and I think the package is really strong for the audience, especially for the people that they are listening in this kind of music.
Especially for us in Australia, is quite a big deal. I mean, it's going to be such a great tour. We're really looking forward to it.
Yes, you know, we have a lot of similarities. We are Greeks, we are Italians, we are neighbors, you know. We have very good relationship between each other, you know. And I think you can see that we will do together 3-4 tours. It's a lot for two bands to do together. You know, it means that the connection, the chemistry works really well.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys party a lot on the road with those guys?
Sometimes, you know, but because our main task is to perform very well and this kind of stuff. But sometimes, yes, we can have some fun together, you know.
Oh, you got it, for sure. Well, what are you looking forward to most about coming to Australia yourself?
Yes, we have heard many good things about Australia, about the Australian crowd. We know that it's very warm, it's very energetic, and, you know, we will transform their energy in our performance. We will give our best. Also, if we have chance, we might see sightseeing some of the Australia, because a very beautiful country. It depends. I know the schedule is a little bit tight, but we will do our best to find some time to see some cities, you know, if we have time, of course.
Yeah, well, I definitely hope you guys get a chance to get some time off and see a little bit of Australia and experience all of that and enjoy what we've got to offer.
Yes, of course. It is our first time there. It's very far from Greece. You know, it's a good chance to see something more than a hotel or the club. It is always nice to discover other countries' beauty. You know, the culture, the city, and this kind of stuff.
Well, I reckon you guys are going to have an absolute blast. I reckon you're going to love it. Your new album, Titan, will be released here at the end of June. I saw one of the making of videos with you guys working with the Philharmonic Orchestra of Prague. That must be an amazing thing to hear them playing what you guys have written.
Yes, you know, I have studied classical music on composition and orchestration, and while I was a student, it was always my dream, an orchestra, to perform my music. And with Septicflesh, we managed to have this luxury, you know, and we have worked with them 3 times. Although, you know, I have done some other works with them, because I have another band called Chaos Star that has more symphonic phase than Septicflesh. And what can I say for the orchestra? It's an amazing experience. It's one of the best orchestras in Europe for the film scoring and the video games. For Septicflesh, the orchestra is probably the most important weapon, you know, and so we use it in a different way than the others, than the majority of the bands, because, as I told you, I have studied classical music, and this is an advantage because we don't have to give it to an orchestrator or to an arranger. We know exactly what we want from the orchestra. We know how it works with the metal part, and we know in general how to blend these two difficult styles. Metal part and classical music is not easy style to combine. But I think in our case, this works really well till now.
I think it sounds amazing what you guys do. I can't wait to hear Titan and see what you guys have done with that. How's the recording process and the writing process for you guys this time around compared to the sessions for the Great Mass?
Well, we had a meeting in around April of 2015 in order to set the style of the Titan. We had some concerns about how to overpass the Great Mass because the Great Mass was a successful album for us. But we said, let's do something more guitar-driven album, more dark, more aggressive. And, we said it's not a good idea to end up doing something like the Great Mass number 2 because you will repeat yourself, and this is definitely not good. And after the meetings, each of us went to his own personal studio, and we started to send some ideas, some demos from emails and this kind of stuff. And this procedure lasted about 4 months, and around September we entered our professional studio in Athens, Deva Sound Studio in Athens, in order to record the metal part. In October I went to Prague to record with the orchestra, and around December we gave the material to Logan Mender in order to mix it. All this process, the composition and the mixing process, took around nearly a year, I can say. But our process in composition, we are 4 composers that all of us work as a team. Some of us, of course, compose more than the other, but each of us contributes from his own area. I'm responsible for the orchestral element for Septicflesh. Seth, he deals with the visual, and he composes also music. Sotiris also is a composer, and he is doing the lyrics. And Fotis is the backbone for the band. All of us work really well together, although it sounds strange because the majority of the band, only 1 or 2 guys involved in the composition. But for us, it works till now because we haven't changed any lineup. We have the same interests, the same influence, and this, you can see it in our albums. All our albums have a unity.
Oh, of course. And, as you said, not everyone has, the same amount of contribution with the writing, but everyone has their important part to play with it. And that sounds like it just, it's obvious, it just works.
This is a chain, For us, if someone will leave the band, as an example, it will not be the same, the band, All these years we are together. As I said, we have the same influences. We all of us listening to classical and soundtracks, the same metal bands, Morbid Angel, Death, Septicflesh, Paradise Lost, Iron Maiden. There is a chemistry, very good chemistry between us.
It's awesome, man. Well, so back to the new album, Titan. Is there a concept that you guys were going for, say, lyrically, for the new album?
No, it is not an album based on only one concept, but the lyrical parts revolve around some variety of themes, because there are some connections between the songs. For example, we have Order of Dracula and the song Prototype. These songs talks about the manipulation of the masses through the fear. Then we have the song Burn and Prometheus, which, Prometheus is bringer of fire, Titan. Titan. It's a story about the future when the humans terraform Titan, reestablishing in a symbolic way the rule of Titan race. And Sotiris, I think he made a great job again, because for us, Septicflesh, the visual, the lyrics, and the composition process is really important for all our music, all of our art. And again, the lyrics is also from the Greek mythology and this kind of stuff.
Awesome, man. Well, I definitely can't wait to get my hands on the album, especially after hearing, the first track off it, Order of Dracul. It's a killer track, man. Of course, you'll probably be playing that live on the tour as well.
Unfortunately, we will not play any songs from the new album, because Australia is the last tour for the Great Mass, and the tours for Titan will start from the summer, But definitely we will come again in Australia. It's now we will open the doors for it. We have a very good agency behind Septicflesh, and we will come much more than before.
Oh well, you're always welcome.
Thank you.
The more Septicflesh tours we can get, the better.
Thank you very much.
Just move to Australia, then we can see you guys all the time.
Yeah, we have the same weather probably. I don't know. It's yes, why not?
Yeah. Awesome, man. So, what are your plans after your trip down under?
Well, we have some shows in Europe. We have one show in Romania and Czech Republic. And then we have Hellfest Festival in France. And as I said, we are going in 24th of June, a tour in Canada, US, and Mexico. Again with Flesh God Apocalypse, the Hour of Penance, and Necronomicon. Again, a very good package from this style, the dark metal symphonic style. And this will mark the new tours for Titan.
It sounds like you've got a real busy year ahead with Titan coming out and the touring, and it sounds like you're going to have the best time.
Yes. You have to tour also a lot, because there's no other way to be. In order to be active as a band, you have to tour as much as you can. And for us, it is always fun, to be on the road. The same fun like we are in the studio. It's equal importance of us.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to chat to us tonight, Christos. And I'd like to wish you the best of luck with all your future plans. And we'll see you in Brisbane at the Hi-Fi this Wednesday, May 14th.
Yes. Thank you for the interview. And as I said, we are really eager to perform in our Australia fans. It will be, I'm sure it will be great shows, great tour for all the packets and for the fans.